This is it, everybody. We are on the final video of CC2LP1 voting. I can't believe we are here. Like, it has been quite a journey up to this point, but I'm really excited to get going with today's video. Hopefully, we can just do it all in one go without any breaks. So let's go ahead and get started and see what happens with twice the eyesight. Here it is, Bamboo Pack second half. Yeah, this looks like a joyride style thing, although... Okay, so that wasn't really dangerous, it was just more... Okay, this one's dangerous. Okay, so wait a minute. There's two... Okay, there are two pairs of things going on here. So is Chip supposed to, like... Oh, wait, no. Oh, there's a time limit. Ah, okay, I need to actually pay attention to that. Okay, I'm not going to get any bonuses then. Let's just go for it. Okay, I got those bonuses, but it's alright. So I see what this level's trying to do. It's basically giving you, like... Yeah, it's basically giving you this ability to see what the other character is going to encounter. I feel like that's not particularly helpful here, though, because there's a high time or a low time limit, and it's not like I'm going to be looking at what the other areas are when I'm focused on what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to give that a 1. I'm not particularly a fan of that one. Good Morning Starshine. That's a good song. All right, what's going on here? We have very long pathways here. Okay, that just goes there. Okay. Let's not go through that yet. Sorry if I sound like I have the sniffles today. I don't know what's going on. Like, I've had allergy issues for, like, on and off for the last few weeks. It's been really weird. Okay, so now we go up here. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll find out. I feel like there was one other path we missed. Was it back at the beginning? I think it was back at the beginning. Wasn't it? Like, wasn't there something we could do? Yeah, we could do this. Alright, let's give it a shot. So this will go up there. I'm afraid to do this, but let's find out what happens. Okay, that's the socket. This little ice slide thing reminds me a lot of Fire Trap, which I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, or... Okay, so it danced around over there. So, I guess I'm trying to understand what is our objective with this. And... I think we're just supposed to go here, because that's where the bomb up here goes. Okay, so now we're up in a new area. Oh wait, no, this is not a new area. What? So what was the point of doing that? We could always clone another one, but I'm a little lost as to, okay, so there's another one here. Where does that, oh, hi. Okay, so we really need to get in there. That's where the goal is, I think. Oh, I see. We can make a loop around and then come out here and then do that. Okay, I get it. That's interesting. I don't know if I would say I'm a big fan of that, purely from the standpoint of just having to make all this walking around happen. Okay, so now I need to go back this way. I need to go back this way. Or no. Oh wait, it's blocking that. Wait, how do we get through the... That's the place that you would go to get through that. Oh wait, I went through the teleport, didn't I? So wait a minute, how do I just go around here? This is the thing, it's like everything in this level is so augmented size-wise that it feels like it kind of shortchanges the puzzle that's there. And I think that's to the level's detriment in a lot of ways. It's not really making the level better. In fact, if anything, it's actually diminishing what this level is doing. Like, is all this pathway stuff here really necessary? Also, I wonder what that's about. There's a water space right there, and we haven't really explored this top area yet. Okay, so let's go over here. I've already forgotten about. Yeah, here we go. It's this way. Like, I feel like you could accomplish this exact same thing without taking up this much room. Okay, so let's go up to the socket area. This way. I just didn't want to clone another one. Okay, so there's a toggle thing going on there with that fireball. Okay, so what's going on with here? This is where I'm a little confused. Okay. There's something happening here. So that's going to clone a block. That's going to clone the fireball, which I'm assuming is going to go up, and then it's going to go to the bomb? I feel like we need to get rid of these bombs first, but okay, that's another one. Do we have to clone a bunch of different ones? Is that what's going on? Okay, so I'm going to need to hit this like twice, aren't I? So I think the ultimate objective here is that we're trying to get different fireballs up there. I think that's what's going on. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this because I don't see any reason not to at this point. And this is, oh, that's that. I'm a little worried about all this, but let's just give it a shot. Okay. That cloned a few more. I feel like we're still missing something, though. So there's this ice path that we can take up here. So that clones two more. And then there's something over here we haven't looked at yet. Okay, that takes care of that one. So where do we get a blue key? That is the next question, isn't it? Let's go check it out. I think we can go up there now. Problem is, oh wait, no, I can come back down. Where does this go? Wait, did we go here before? No, we have not gone here before. Ah, okay. Okay, I must say the second part of the level was more interesting than the first part. Okay, so at this point, we just need to find the exit, I think. There's probably more to it than that, but that's what I'm going to try to focus on as the main goal. So I go down here. This is all done. So where's the exit? Exits, where are you? I want to find you now. Oh, right here. So what was the point of the blue door and all that? I don't know. I'm going to give that a 2. It was okay, I guess. It wasn't really a level I want to see in the final set. I feel like things like this could be more condensed instead of filling up space like this. Alright. The next one is Stuck in the Freezer. And I think we need to, this is interesting, we need to get the dirt cleared up out of here. Huh. I like that. That's a cool challenge. Literally. Okay, so now I need to get through that. I'm assuming I don't actually need any of these, I'm just pushing them around. How do I get in that? There we go. Okay, so I can only push that to the right. Okay, what are we even doing here? There's a lot going on here. Part of it is the aesthetic, it's kind of a bit distracting. So what does this do? Okay, that wire goes over there, so I need to get... What am I even doing? This ice block, can I even move that? Yeah, I can. Okay, so somehow I need to get this block, I'm assuming this one, over to the button, which that seems really easy. Okay, I feel like there's more to it than just that. Maybe I need to get this block out as well. But we don't have much time to think about this. Okay, so it almost looks like you have to go through there. So is the objective to like turn this around, maybe? I need another one though. How do you get another one? I can't remove this up from here, can I? Unless there's some really cool super thing that I can do. Oh, I can take this over here. Oh, I missed that. Okay, so I need to get over here. So how's the best way to accomplish that? This is problematic. I would need to go through there. Oh, I probably should have crossed over there first. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's start over again. This is pretty simple. I have to say the aesthetic of this level is very interesting. It's kind of unique in some ways. Okay, so let me make sure that I get this block through first before doing anything else. If I can get it there, yeah, that's what I need to do. So let's get it over here because as long as I can do that, I can push this one all the way to the right and do that. Okay, so we're back. As far as I know, this is still correct. Although, wait a minute. Did we even stop and consider, like, oh wait, no, you could do this. I didn't get that far last time. I didn't really think about how we were going to get the block in there, but it's actually really simple. Okay, so we did that. So now I just need to get this one, which, wait a minute. I thought we had another one in here. Where's the other one? Because this one I can't use, right? What? Oh wait, it's this one, that's right. We just do this. That's right. Okay. What should I give this one? I'm tempted to give it a 3 because I kind of liked it. It wasn't like I kind of feel just neutral on this one. I liked the aesthetic. I liked the puzzle. I felt like it didn't extend its welcome. I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3. Okay, moving on to Circle of Life. And I can't sing at all. Okay, so we have bowling balls going around here. Okay, so I need to do that, I'm assuming. Oh, that's a Melinda thing. Might want to pay attention to that. So wait a minute. If I switch that, oh, I see. I have to make a few switches. Okay, okay, got it. So as long as I can make two switchies, then I can get around safely here. Come to think of it, do I really need... Wait, yeah, I do. I do need those. I was seeing if we could avoid that, but I don't think you can, because you gotta do this, and then you gotta use the suction boots to go back through this. And the designer thought of that. Okay, so you go here, do this, and then we just press it one more time, and I guess that's it. So I take it the Melinda sign is where the bowling balls came from. So something got those bowling balls to us. Okay, that's getting a 1. Not really a fan of that one. Be very quiet, I'm bopping Canadians. Hello everyone, this is Player, and welcome to Let's Play CCLP1. This is level 4... Wait, what happened to my level? Walls of Wedges. Who is this referencing? Because Shane made wedges, which... Oh. I don't think... Like, I know Shane does speed runs, but I don't know if he does Let's Plays. I take it I need to just run through that. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the walls of wedges, because I remember using these walls. I made a level called Flowers of Power, which I guess is okay. I don't know. It was fine. Oh wait, I think it was in voting for this set, for this pack, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah, I think we voted on it. Okay, this is kind of a little frustrating here, but we'll make it. Problem here is that these blobs could potentially spill out of this room. So you know what, let's make a few more. Oh wait, we can just go right. Why did I even worry about this trap when we could have just swam around it? Okay, that was interesting, but like, I felt like at the end everything just kind of became trivial. I'll give that one a 2. Alright, Noen Chiok. That's probably not how you pronounce that. Okay, so I need to do something there. Okay, looks like there's a lot going on here. What? Okay, that looks rather concerning. Do we have to become Melinda to do that? Okay, I see the game here. This is... That's an interesting concept. So, what is going on with this? Like, in order to cross over here, I have to... Or do I? Oh, I get it. I'm supposed to get rid of the keys, right? Okay. I think I see the point. So, go here. I need to get that blown up. Okay, I haven't even seen what's going on with this. So what does this do? Oh, hi. Yeah, so that's going to be a lose. Okay, so we need a better handle of what's going on with those. So I need to get rid of keys, apparently. So I need to actually come back to that starting area now that we have a blue key. Let's do this first, because this, to me, is like the most risky part of the level. Ooh. There we go. So it looks like you're getting bribes, but I haven't seen a place where you use said bribes yet. So this looks relevant. Let's go over here. Oh, I had to get that out of the way. So this is a level that seems to be very much about getting things out of the way so that you could do other things, or getting rid of certain items so you could do other things, which is interesting. So we need to go down here. Let's go and get this. Go back. It's a pretty free-form area for a railroad section. Okay. I like this railroad that kind of goes off the beaten path like that. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we have 2 bribes now. Still don't know exactly what those are all about. So this is going to be our ticket out of here, apparently. Okay, what exactly are we doing here? Can you get... Oh, you can! Oh. Okay. So that explains how that works. That's really clever. I like that. That's really clever. So is there anything more we could do here, or is this basically it? I think this is it. So I need to figure out a way to get through to that, but the problem I'm seeing... Well, first of all, I need flippers for that. I need to find some way to hold down this trap button, which... Oh, I could use the bribes for this. There we go. So that helps with that at least. There's the flippers. Okay, that's what we were looking for. So I take it we need to go through here now, because I don't see any other place where we can do anything with this. I need to figure out a way to get the toggle door open, and I think the only place to do that is up here. Yeah, because there's 3 thieves, so that's where you would get... So my question is, how do you get back through here? Because you're going to have to... I'm a little concerned about that. Is there any way to, like, block these up without losing anything? I don't think so. Because I'm going to need all 4 of the items I have now. I don't know. Let's just go for it. Okay, so there's nothing else in here. So is there nothing else I can do here? It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I don't understand how this is supposed to work. There's something we're missing with this. Definitely a really interesting level, though. I'm really liking this. So I can't get to the blue... Let me just verify something. I can't get to the blue door until I get that chip. So that's absolutely a prerequisite that I have to work with. Interesting. This is definitely kind of a brain teaser, but I like it. Like, there's definitely some really inventive concepts at play here. So we'll go this way, get one of these. I wonder, is there a way to use the bribe train, so to speak, to get... Let me go ahead and do this. I'm just wondering if, like, you could block some of the cloners but not others, or something like that. Okay, so we still need one more thing. And I know there's a flipper to get up here, so let's go ahead and do that. Huh. Still don't know what's going on with this ghost. There has to be something some way that this ghost relates to this block line. Like, I don't know, there's something there. That's where the other bribe was, that's right. Okay, so can I not do anything with this? I don't think so. See, the problem here is I don't see anything that suggests that, wait a minute, hang on. If I do this, so if I go boom, 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 I press it, and I press it again, what happens when I try pressing it again? Does it block off? And oh no, it doesn't. See, I thought, okay, here's my logic behind that. I was thinking to myself, if I hit the button with things blocked up and it's a pink button, then as a result of that, it's going to just block everything and then send the clones in another direction. But it doesn't look like that's what happened. So I guess because those are blocked off too, then it reprioritizes itself with the first direction. Like, I don't know how the mechanics of that work, but that seems to be a fair assumption. Okay, so let's go back here again. Yeah, this is kind of a bummer. I'm gonna have to see what I can do about this. I really like this though. Like, the aesthetic of the level is cool. The ideas here are really interesting. There's definitely a lot to like here. I'm just hoping that the final solution is something satisfying. I guess one more thing we might want to take a look at is it possible to use this paramecia somewhere else? Which, if it went over here, it could go that way. But that doesn't really accomplish anything. Yeah, this whole block cloning thingy is really concerning. I don't know how to handle that. Where's the third? Oh, that's right, it's in the red door. I keep forgetting about this red door section. I really like this too. This is a really cool section. I'm waiting for like a shoe to drop where I find out that there's something I did wrong the whole time and then I had to do something completely different, but I feel like we're on the edge of it. Like this right here, there's something we're not seeing about this. Like there's something here that's just... The problem with that room is I need the bribes to get past that thief if I'm going to push that. And I don't know of a way to like push it with nothing here unless... See, even if I got the paramecia to go through here, so let's just assume we did that. The problem I'm seeing with it is that you're only blocking one space, right? Like, because all the blocks clone at the same time. So, yeah, that I just don't see what it is we're missing here. Those are fire. There's got to be a reason why there's railroads here too. Like there's something there that I'm just missing. It's also fascinating to me that, okay, so let's say this ghost got out of here. I'm assuming the ghost has a blue key. So how would you do that? How would you get the ghost to get out of here? See, that's what I'm missing. Like, why is the ghost trapped in there? That I don't understand. There has to be a reason why that ghost is trapped in there. And I'm completely oblivious to that. So the ghost escaped. It's going to go through here. And I guess through all that? With all the blocks in place, I mean, like, there's something else we're not seeing with this ghost. Like, why is this ghost even here? What is the deal with it? Hmm. And the problem is that as soon as I hit it again, it's going to just clone again, which is not super great. Oh, wait a minute. I just thought of something. What if the paramecia came down and went and hit the button for us? Would that do something? Problem I'm seeing with that is that we would need to put an item there to make that happen. So, yeah, I'm not seeing what this is about. There's something with this paramecium. I'm almost sure of it. I just don't know what. The thing is, I have to have all my items with me to get through that room, right? Unless there's some super cool way to get past all that I'm not seeing. But there's even a directional block to make sure that you can't cheese this whole thing with the thieves, which is concerning. So there's no way I can just drop the flipper somewhere and be completely okay after that. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know about this. Like, what good do, I'm gonna have to look up the solution. I am really lost. This is a really strange level. I like it though. I really like it. But I am really at a loss for what to think here. Okay, so he got rid of 3 of them early. Hmm. So this part is pretty much what we expected. Nothing too surprising about that. And then we have this. Okay. I'm trying to think while this is playing to see if I can figure it out. I felt so silly after seeing the solution to tantalizing barriers in the last part. I was like, yeah, I feel like that seems so obvious in hindsight now, but I suppose it's not obvious, but it makes total sense. Okay, so all of this so far is pretty familiar. Okay, we got that. So we're done with that side, I think, at least for now. Okay, this is pretty much what we expected as well. Wait, what? Okay. Oh. What? What? Uh, okay, I didn't realize that ghost was gonna push it. What is this? Okay, this is weirding me out. So what exactly are we doing with this? Like, what are we setting up here? Does the ghost have a hook, I'm assuming, to pull the block onto the slide? What? Okay, that felt like a bit of a waste, but oh, I see. I still don't get why these are all here, but unless these are meant to just hold all the blocks in place here, but I get it now. So these ice blocks can. Oh, that is clever. So that's why these railroads are so versatile as they are. That is really interesting. That is really interesting. Okay. Man, I just liked this level a lot more now. Man, that is tricky. I'm impressed. Like, I didn't realize you could push the blocks down there and the ghost would get them. I feel like a hint to the fact that that's possible is kind of warranted here. Because for all I know, the just pushing blocks down there does nothing. Okay, so at this point, how do we get through all that? That's the part I'm confused about. Are we trying to lead the Paramecia through this, or? Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing. Wow. Okay, yeah. That is a very clever puzzle. And I guess you could go back and turn yourself into Melinda to get that bonus, right? Yeah, you could do that. Hmm. Wow, I am just blown away by that. I'm torn about what rating to give this because this is very interesting and I really like it a lot. But my goodness, that's a really clever solution. That's a really clever solution. I'm just afraid that the level itself, like the hinge point of it for me is the fact that the ghost can hook the blocks. I did not know that. I thought it would be pointless to bring blocks down there. So I wish there was a hint that says that. So if that could be added, I'm giving this a 5. I'm giving this a 5. This is really cool. Okay, dirty cruise ship kitchen. Okay, so we need to exit there apparently. I'm just gonna play around here because I feel like this is what? Oh, there's a mimic there. Okay, so I need to switch to someone else who can help get some more chips. Okay, I'm gonna have to get Melinda to go on the ice here. Okay. There's a lot happening here. Now, am I supposed to like push this off or something to... I'm trying to understand like what the point here is of this stuff. Or is it to just get in there? I think it's just to get in here. Okay, what's going on up here? Okay. I feel like I'm not supposed to get that. Like, I don't know, something about it feels sketchy to me. Going in there is going to trap me, isn't it? Unless I'm supposed to... Wait, no, carrying the block through there is not going to help, is it? I feel like there's some kind of chain reaction of stuff that I'm supposed to start. I'm just trying to figure out how. There's 4 chips remaining. Well, so far, other than these clone machines, I don't see any place where a wire is particularly useful. So am I supposed to get chip up here to go through this whole thing, or seems like that's the next step. So let's get a chip up there. Okay, this is a fairly lengthy level. So that is okay. So one chip is gonna have to go through there. Another chip is gonna have to go into this thing. I've talked before about how I feel about these multi-character levels. This one, I don't know. This to me is an interesting example of like how it can feel a little excessive in some ways. And I always say that because I feel like the purpose of doing all of this, much as it seems to be in a lot of these levels, is just to get this setup for something in like the second part of it, if that makes sense. Uh, was Melinda supposed to go on that? I feel like she was. Okay, so that ship has the suction boots. Oh wait, I shouldn't have moved off that. Oh no. I hope I didn't mess something up. Okay. See, if I push this block up here, what am I really accomplishing by doing that? Because I don't see any place where you can use that. That doesn't seem to be particularly useful. Yeah, this is a weird level. So that's where the helmet stuff is. So where am I supposed to go as Melinda? That's what's bothering me here. Like, I don't have any real direction. Oh, I can step on that. Okay, I did not realize that. Okay, so now I can do this. Okay, so we have a bunch of things happening here. Oh, I thought that was gonna snake around. Oops. Okay, so don't do that. All right, I'm gonna have to step away for a minute. I'll be right back. All right, everybody, I am back. Sorry about that. It's actually been a few days since the first half of this was recorded. I guess it's not really a half yet, but um, wait a minute, where's the button? Oh, it's on the right, wasn't it? Yeah, it was over here. Um, but yeah, a bunch of stuff came up over the weekend, and I hadn't been able to finish recording this, so I'm doing it today. So I apologize for the wait for this video. I know it's been kind of a little bit long between the last one and this one, but I'll try to make up for it here. So I'm trying to remember. Do I? Okay, see, this is weird because it seems like the game is trying to set this up to be used by a chip, which is interesting. Except that one, I'm not sure it can be. Yeah, I don't think any of these can be, right? Because if those are walls, then how would you even do that? I don't get it. It's just weird there's a chip sign and then that. At any rate, we now know that we're supposed to go over here, but I'm still curious about this lightning bolt. Like, is that's something a chip can get? So I'm going to actually leave that be. Let's not worry about that. Okay, so let's try to be a little smarter about this. I'm going to have to remember how to do this now. But, okay, we came down here. So that is going to go Okay, that just goes down. That was the mistake we made last time. So what I want to do is push this over. Now, can I get back there? I think yes. Yeah, I can. Okay, so we made it past that. Can we window shop this? And okay, it looks like we want to go down there. But wait. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now there's a... Okay, yeah, I remember there was a trap button. I remember that part. Where was that, though? I'm gonna have to find that trap. Okay, let's not go in there. I think... No! No, 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 no. That was not good at all. Do, 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 do. Don't know why I'm singing all that. Okay, so there's a mimic that controls that. That's right. I remember now. So I have to say, this level is really odd. I feel like this is an example, another example of a designer looking at this interesting concept and essentially coming up with a really cool system for how to solve all the stuff in their head. But then when it actually comes to playing it, it ends up being a little more obfuscated, if that makes sense, than they might actually think. Which is kind of a shame because a lot of these levels that involve multiple characters have the potential to be good, but I haven't seen many of them in voting that have really grabbed me. Which I'm kind of sad about because I honestly think that multiple character levels have the potential to be really cool. So the one that was I think earlier in this pack, that tag team time trial one, that was one of my favorites so far. I keep forgetting we go in here first. Wait a minute. I just realized I'm not even... Can Chip go on those? Hey, hang on a sec. Maybe Chip has to go on one. I just want to try it out before we continue onward. I kept... You guys have probably been screaming at your screens by now. I didn't even realize we weren't getting ships there. For some reason, it just completely escaped me there. I'm going to go up and give it a shot. Okay, so if I go through here... Huh, so you can slide into these? That is really interesting. I had no idea that that was even a thing. So that's why Chip has to be the one, huh? That is really interesting. Okay, the level makes a little bit more sense now. A little bit. Okay, so let's not screw this up again. Okay, so not go through there. We need to do this first. That's a surprisingly ample amount of time within which to operate. Okay. So this chip needs to go up here. So there's 2 computer chips left to get. And be careful about the... I guess these are dishes sliding around in the kitchen. Now, do I get this and go through here? I'm assuming the answer is yes, just based on seeing that. I don't understand what that red key is all about, but at any rate, this other chip needs to be the one to go into that other spot, so let's go and set that up. Alright. Come on, there we are. Okay, stay there. You can get that now, which is awesome. Good, 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 good. Okay, so this will enable everybody to escape. That seems a little problematic. But you have suction boots and can free us, right? I think? Question mark? I'm gonna see if this will work. I don't actually need to do that, but there's a button there controlling that, so I'm assuming that's what this is about. No? What? It's wired to that. Why? Oh, I had to have done it in the other order. Oh, that's silly. Really? Really? I didn't realize when you're holding down a wire that a pink button can't really affect what the wire is activating. That's... Ugh. Okay, so as long as we open one of them, we're fine. That's what the red key's all about, huh? Man, I am not a fan of that. That's... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take you all up here first, because I don't want to have to deal with all that nonsense over there. Let's go and get everybody up here so I can do all this stuff in peace first, and then we can mess around with pushing blocks out here later on. So I'm going to do this, go and position you. This one, I don't know what this one is supposed to do. Did we do this ice thing yet? Something tells me we didn't. Yeah, because there's not chips sitting there. It's weird that that works that way. I forgot about that. We're going to be here a while. We're going to be here a while tonight. Oh, we cloned 2. I'm going to start over. I do not want to have to deal with that. There's that multiple character movement. Still has not been fixed even after all this time. Oh, I did it again. Okay. I'm just going to avoid getting the suction boots until... Yeah, let's just do that. I just hate being stuck on the same level for so long while recording. Like, that's... I don't mind it so much if I'm just playing by myself, but if I'm recording, it's kind of a bit of a bummer. And I just realized I just pushed 2 blocks that are now going to get in the way for these guys. Oh well. I forgot about that. I do like the number of mechanisms that are involved in getting all these blocks around. That is kind of neat. Let's get the last one up, and then we'll take Melinda for a walk down here. Yeah, it's nice that we don't have all these to worry about yet. Okay, so this is the one with the helmet. Okay, so at this point, so Melinda, why don't you go up here? And we'll start on the thingy over here. Technically that sign doesn't really need to be there, but I guess that marks that it's for Melinda, so that helps with that a little bit. Okay, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that this is the attempt. This is the one. We're gonna do it. Okay, we got the thing right there. Excellent. Good job. Okay, I don't want to try walking on that in a way that would be directly parallel with that. So you can now leave, right? Or no. What's the one remaining ship? Oh, this one. Okay. So now you can go. So Where was the red key? Was it near the wire thing? I think it was. Okay, so you can go here now. And so can you. Yeah, these return trips aren't so bad. But wait, suction boot guy, you need to come to the rescue here. There you go. Because I need you to do something first. Okay, wait for it. There we go. Good. I'm trying to avoid doing any fancy maneuvers. Okay, so hitting that should be fine, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's just take you back. All right. Cool, cool. You still have the wire. I don't know if that's going to come in handy or not, but I guess we'll see. I don't know if that's involved with a bonus area here, because technically we can all exit now. Okay, so that should be all the characters, right? Yep, okay. So bonus time, do that. I like how there's a 1K right after the times twos. Okay, so everybody can go there. There we go. I'm going to give this a 3. I think it was a decent level. It wasn't my favorite. I think it had some issues. The block sliding, I'm glad that you could avoid some of it. That's why I'm not giving it a 2. I think it's a pretty decent one. But I think it could have had a little more variety in terms of the things you did without going too overboard. All right, next up we have Not So Perfect Match. The way to the exit logic does not mask. Pressing all black buttons simultaneously is your task. So is this a Walls of CCLP2 level? What is I'm noticing the rhyming. What is this level? It's like in the lower right corner or something. Or no, this is all the size. Okay, what? Okay, so I need to do, it clones up, right? Okay. So hang on, that glider, wait. So I had to clone these exactly right or I'm locked out of cloning? Wow, that's pretty harsh. Okay, so let's count this out. So we're going to have, assuming we're going to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to do, and then 2, and then 4. Okay. Will that work? Yes, it did. But now I can go and get some bonuses. There we go. So what exactly is this level? Is it fixing the toggle switch? I don't think so. Oh, whoops. Did I just lock myself out again? Or is this open? Okay, I can push a button from here. I don't know what this is. I feel like this is fixing the toggle switch, though. I could be wrong. Alright, Bored Priest. I'm going to give that... Honestly, I'm going to give it a 1. I see what the gimmick there is, but I think it's kind of a... I'm not a big fan of the gimmick, so... Yeah. Bored Priest. Let's see what this is about. What? Is there anything under there? Are we supposed to use hooks or something for these blocks? What? Okay, so there's all these. Okay. I feel like these are going to be the blocks that we eventually use. Question though is like, what? What? So I need to get like an ice block or a directional block to go through that, right? So is this just a matter of getting the right ones into the right place and we're all good? I guess we'll find out. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's do the next block here. I am really confused with what's going on here. What's the title supposed to be referencing, by the way? That I'm not sure I understand. Oh, whoops, I should not have pushed that left. That was my bad. Let's redo that. Okay, so I'm not going to mess around with the blocks that are on those spots there. It's interesting, though. I feel like there's more to this. I see that there's water up there, and that tells me that there's going to be more going on, but I'm not sure what that is. It's kind of a mystery. Okay, let's just do this for now. So this is going to give us a yellow key. So now we can go and bridge to the exit with the 3 blocks. I still don't really see anything particularly nasty here. I mean, it's just push this in and push this one in. And then this one, right? Like, oh, oops. Okay, so we don't want that one to be the 3rd one. Got it. Okay, maybe this is not quite as easy as I was thinking. Now, if I push this all the way down, okay, so the problem I'm seeing with this one is that if I kept the directional block there, okay, let me just get a kind of a read on this. So I need to get the ice block here first. That's number 1 priority. I see that the level has intentionally set up everything here such that you can see what the consequences, if you want to call them that, are for pushing things a certain way, like consecutive blocks. Okay, so this is not quite as simple as I was thinking. That's kind of encouraging. So the question is, what to do about this? This is the, and I think what we need to do about this is simply go put this down on layer number 2 over there. I think that will be fine, hopefully. I do feel like there is some leniency here because there's all these 3x3 rooms. Okay, so this needs to be the bottom one, right? This needs to be the bottom one. Okay. Then this one needs to be the arrow one, and then that one needs to be the dirt one. See, I can just put this like over there. Maybe it is meant to be this simple. I just saw the setup and thought that it was going to be something way more complicated. But if it's this simple, then I'm not going to complain. This is I don't know if I'd call it a tutorial level, but it's a good exploration of this concept. I've seen it in a few other levels, like the push this way forward or whatever it's called. It was one of the very first levels we voted on, I think. I think it was called This End Forward or something like that. But I kind of like this one the best in some ways. So I'm going to give it a 5. I wouldn't mind seeing this toward the beginning of the set. Okay, signature. Signature. Okay, I think I'm going to need that helmet up there. This kind of reminds me of Exit Garden. Oh, did I need to... No, I can't get the ice block in here. Okay, so I need to, like... Oh, this is an interesting puzzle. 3, 5, 6, 4, 2, 1. That's cool. I like that. I quite like that one. Now, what's going on here? Oh. Okay. Interesting. So I think I'm going to need to push the ice block there. Is that the play? This is weird. I don't know how to feel about this. Was I just slow? What? Let's do this first. Or is the idea that I'm supposed to get all of these to like... Okay, there. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little nasty. Sliding blocks in CC Steam rule set is really weird. Okay. I wasn't expecting to push both of them. See, that's what I mean. It's like, I know that there's logic that determines all that, but still. Okay, there we go. I really don't like that. That's, like I said, nasty. I think we need to go in and start with that. I don't see any other way around it. Okay, there we go. Come on. See, I need that helmet up there. If there is a way to get that, that'd be amazing. But I need hiking boots for that, and I don't think I can get those. Yeah, even here I can't get them. So how do you do that? Also, wait a minute, can I get out? There we go. Is there another exit to this? No. There's something I'm missing. I'm pretty sure there's something I'm missing with this. I'm just gonna see if there was hiking boots under any of these, just to check. Probably not. This whole section feels like it deserves the helmet. Like, what are we not seeing with this? This is a really strange level. I don't think there's transmogrifiers either. I'm tempted to just look at the editor and see if there's something there, because I am really lost on this one. As far as I can tell, there's only chips and bonuses at the ends of all this. There's no other items, which is a little concerning. Because I really need to get through and get that. And I can't do it unless I'm chip or I get hiking boots. Oh, I already messed it up. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna save the first one for turning around a block in this room. I think we need to do that. See, the problem is if I push it up, I'm gonna get squashed by the other block, which is kind of my main fear with this one. So maybe I just need to do this. Cut out the middleman here, right? Okay, so if I do this, hang on. I hate that block. I really hate that block. This block section here is so weird that I'm not sure what to think of the level right now. Come on. See, that's so frustrating. That timing. It's like, why? Why is that the thing? There we go. That's what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. That is actually the opposite. I'm convinced we're missing something. I'm convinced we're super far from where we need to be on this one. But like, I feel like I've explored everything. So I guess the question here is there an, do I need a partial post to this teleport? And it's going to lead me to some cool gear or something. So at this point, no. Okay, so this is a little strange. But I can't say I hate it. In fact, this is kind of interesting. So we know that these always go right thanks to that earlier level. So hang on. I really like this idea. This is kind of interesting. And I appreciate that you can't just easily mess this up either. Man, this time limit is also killing me too. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna help. But I just wanted to solve that, just to say I could. Okay, so that's where the exit is, huh? So getting the... Oh, okay. So getting those is gonna be the ultimate exits. So maybe I had this wrong. Hang on a sec. Maybe the real... Hang on. There, there's... I wonder if there's a way to get that chip without... Okay, so I can't slap it there. Okay, how do I get you there? That's what I want to know. Is there a way to do it? So I can't go up there, can I? There we go. I still have the same issue. I don't get this room. This whole level is just so bizarre, and I feel like I'm just still missing something huge here. So I'm operating under the assumption that we can get all 4 chips right now. And I don't know if that's actually true or not. I just realized something. Is there a way to get that to actually synchronize such that we can... Or do I... Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Why did I not see that the whole time? Okay. So the rest of this is just a matter of getting it. So we're assuming that there's flippers or a bowling ball or something at the end that will allow us to get to that exit in the back. Okay, I still don't like this room, but I see we have no choice. So maybe one helpful thing would be to like get some of the blocks out for this. Would that work? Let me go ahead and just get this chip. I think we might as well just go ahead and do this. Because if I get this now, I can freely bring blocks into this area, which makes this a lot less painful. Yeah, I can just shove them all in here, so. Gotta say, this feels really strange. But if this works, then that would be amazing. Okay, hopefully I'll have enough time for this section here. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so we get the chip. We still have this issue, but I think we can just do this, right? There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and go here. So you're going to go right at every turn. I have to say, I think my main issue with the level right now is this time limit. I'm not a fan of this time limit. But if that can be raised, I wouldn't mind seeing this in the final set. Still don't understand what the title is all about. Alright, let's see what the socket area holds. Oops, let's go this way. We have 30 seconds. Let's go. Oh, we're just gonna go right to the exit. Okay, never mind the helmet then. That was a red herring. Okay, I'll give that a 4. I think it has some cool elements to it. Wouldn't mind seeing it in the final set with a raised time limit. The block sliding room turned out to be less a block sliding room and just more of like a querying thing. I think what I liked about this was that it presented itself with all these solutions that didn't really do anything. Like all you had to do was add like a hiking boot somewhere that was a red herring as well. And I love the fact that the solution to that ball area was so obvious, and it's just so easy to miss if you're looking for the wrong things. So all in all, that was decent. Um, I don't know if getting rid of the bonuses serves some purpose. We have a total of 119, which is an interesting number. So, at any rate, let's move on to Monster Piece Theater. Let's see what we have here. This looks like a dodging level. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, I like this room. This is an interesting pattern. So it looks like we just have to get red keys and... Okay. I just have to know when it's safe. I keep hesitating on this one. I need to just keep the rhythm and be calm here. There we go. Okay, so let's go into this one. Oh, right. That's perpetual motion stuff here. Okay, this is kind of nerve-wracking. Okay, so this can be traversed like that. So I guess you can get in here with boots, which make it safer and the bonuses accessible. I think what I like about this is that they're all kind of synchronized a little differently, which makes it interesting. Oh, right, I can't get that without flippers. Okay, so we did that. So what's going on with this? So, okay. How do you do that? I gotta go check this out. Okay. I keep going there. I don't mean to go there. I just instinctively do it for some reason. There we go. That's a little strict, but eh. So this level effectively forces you to do it like that, doesn't it? Okay. This is rather interesting. Oh, that's water. I keep forgetting these bonuses are on the elements. Okay, I'm gonna go to that teeth room first because I really don't like how precise this is. See, like, if you're off by a tick, that is so frustrating. Like, I think if you're off by a single tick, you're pretty much hosed there. Okay, this reminds me of Japanese game show down here, sort of. Oh, that's a little, well, not that nasty. Yeah, I just need to do that. Oh boy. I kind of like the way that works out with the blobs. That's not so bad. Like, I would think that that would be really tough, but that's actually not so terrible. Okay, so that's where we need to go last, I see. Okay. I was really worried I would just totally cave there and not get that right. No! Inactive window nonsense. Come on, really? I hate it when it happens during recording. And there's another imprecise tick. Thing there. Now, remind me, do the rovers... I can't remember. Do they get the red keys? Because monsters pass the red keys, so does that mean rovers do what I think they do there? Okay, that's actually not so bad. Okay. What about this one? This... You know what this kind of reminds me of? This reminds me of Work Those Leg Muscles from Jetpack. You know the game Jetpack? The ending section of that level is what this reminds me of. I see you kind of have to stagger your way through it. But man, that is tough. Okay, so there's only 2 balls. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, let's do this one again because this one is horrible. I think I'm getting the timing though. I didn't realize until it was coming right toward me that that was happening right there and then. I'm really worried about whether or not we'll be able to actually solve this. Ooh, boy. That ball section, man. Maybe it's not quite tick precise, but it's awfully close to being tick precise. Okay, it's now being a ball, I think. Okay, let's go into this section next. Okay, we're doing all right. This ghost area, though, now this is interesting. So, hang on a sec. How do I get... What? Oh. Somehow this is causing the... Can I go in there successfully now? Yes, okay. I don't know if I can make that, though. That seems like a tall order. I feel like we're not really shortening the route. Where are we? There we go. There we are. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. That's a really interesting section. Definitely an interesting one. Okay, so you need to go through there. And let's, now that we can go up there, let's do that. And then we'll make you go that way, and then this way. Okay, that's not so hard. Okay, I've got a lot of keys now. Okay, so... Yeah, that section's actually not that bad. I was making it really tough earlier. This walker is actually not as hard as I thought it'd be. It's more that you just kind of have to wait for a very specific moment to get these things. Like there. Like you want to wait for that. Okay, I don't like this. This looks kind of nasty. I like the fact that they're all coming out at the same time. Like, that part I don't mind. Okay. I think we've gotten all the ones except these two here. Is that accurate? I'm just making sure. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay, so that's actually not so bad. This level kind of reminds me of that one called Hogan's Alley or whatever it's called from earlier. Sort of reminds me of that one, but I think this one's a little more forgiving. Okay, so there aren't any extras. So I can go and get a bunch of bonuses if I want to. Which thankfully don't seem to be that crazy to get. Okay, I'm glad there's nothing in that room. That would be awful if there were. Oh, there's one here. I don't like the idea of getting that one. I really don't. Because then that's going to mess up the whole pattern, isn't it? That fireball is going to go up to the fire and who knows what's going to happen. It'll probably alter the pattern by maybe one space, but I'm not going to chance it. Let's just go and go back. I'm torn between a 3 and a 4 to give this level, because I like a lot of the individual rooms, but the fact that you have to get all the keys in a level like this kind of bothers me. Oh, man. It kind of reminds me a little bit also of Patterns from the other 100 Tiles. Some of you might remember that level who have seen that set. Except in that one, you didn't have to even get all the red keys. I'm going to give this a 3. I'm going to give this one a 3. Alright. Exploding Watch. So wait a minute. Okay, yeah. So we don't want to get more than 4 clocks. So it's just a matter of doing this. It's a nice showcasing of that concept, but I don't really think it does much, so I'm going to give it a 1. Dance of Flame. Okay, so I take it we're having to guide all these fireballs to their doom. And I'm going to lay down that there for now. So now we can do this. It seems like the level is encouraging us to blow all the stuff here on each row, so we'll do that. Although I guess we could get past that by sending them down a spot there on the... I don't know. Okay, so what's this all about? We have another thing here, so we need to get fireballs down here. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, that was pretty simple. I like the idea of guiding monsters without using blocks, and this was kind of a nice showcase for that kept it pretty simple. Part of me wishes more was done, but at the same time, it was pretty easy. I'll give it a 3. I think it's decent. I'm not really like itching to see it in the final set, but I wouldn't like be mad about it. Alright, Dirty Dirt. What kind of dirt is there? Okay, so we don't want to do that. What is this? Do we have to slap these blocks? I'm going to assume the answer is yes, so let's do it. Well, this is a thing. Really? Can't you? Okay, you stay there. Can't you just end up in there? That'd be amazing. Why don't we put that there? No? I really don't like this teeth. This is... Man, you really have to be down there when that happens. Okay. Well, let's not get that. Okay, I'm going to do this again, but hopefully in a much cleaner way. Problem is... Oh, now this is going to be an issue. Oh, there you go. See, I had to do that in order to even get the... What am I missing with this? I see there's other monsters, so maybe we should just focus on that. I just hate these bombs being here. Oh, whoop, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. There we go. That's what I should have done. Okay. And there's... Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to get all these, aren't I? Okay, so the teeth does have to go here. Well, that's a thing. That is a thing. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do this. How in the world am I supposed to do this? I really don't like how tight this is. This is a little too tight as far as these sorts of things go. There we go. Let's try that. Really? That didn't go down. You know what? I'm going to forget all about... I don't know. See, it's like I can't get it to be on the right movement parity when it's actually time. Yeah, right there. That's a great example right there. Maybe I just need to keep... Maybe that's what this block's all about. Let's keep that open, that dirt space free there. The problem is now I can't use it, which is not great. I just don't like this teeth. I really don't like this teeth. Why? There we go. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that was painful. Okay, so Fireball. Fireball needs to go... Okay, let's just plot the route. There we go. Oh, whoops. If need be, I can always do that. So are these going to be synchronized? I'm a little worried. Okay, they clone. That's good. Okay, so Glider. Thankfully I can use these blocks, which is amazing. I'm going to see if I can manage without them. Oh, that might help. Okay, there we go. Cool, okay. So we're good to exit. Can't say I was a fan of this. The teeth part of it was not really that great. I feel like levels like this that involve leading monsters around have kind of run their course in some ways. I'm gonna give this a 1. I was not a fan of it. It just felt like CCLP3 era stuff, and it didn't really bring anything new to the table in my book. Alright, Intro to Block Pedantry. Okay, so that teaches that those go like that. So that opens that up. Oh. So I probably need to actually line them up, don't I? Okay. So at this point... Oh, right, I can't push through slime with those. I forgot that was a thing. Also, this level's time limit is short. Oof. That is not much time. Um, so I can do this. So let's go ahead and wave all that away. And this should be enough to just do all this, right? Yeah. Okay, there wasn't really a whole lot to that one. Kind of wish it did a little more if it was supposed to be used as a teaching tool. I'm going to give that one a 2. Alright, Aesir? ACA? Ace? Asir? Okay, so I can exit, but Melinda can't get through there. There is a dynamite, which is interesting. Now, I guess Chip can take that dynamite in there. There's another dynamite here. Hang on a sec. Oh, but if I do this, I'm going to blow the exit up, which is not a good thing. Okay, I'm a little confused. How would you do this? Okay, so that covers part of it, but not all of it. I think what you would have to do is to take Melinda inside, and then, well, hang on. Would that work? Just trying to see what you could do. Because the problems I'm seeing with this are that any dynamite you drop inside here is pretty much automatically going to take the exit out, which we do not want. But this square there, that one right there, I can't get to unless I get into the room, right? That's the part I'm a little uncertain about. Like, how does this all work? So it seems like you need 2 dynamites. Like, are there any other ones? Probably not. There's a bunch of blocks, and I'm a little uncertain about what this all means. There's also this tank, which... Oh, interesting. So I could just do that. Huh. I'm genuinely confused on this one. I don't know what to think. So at first I thought, okay, if I bring a dynamite in here, I could do more damage to all this, but then I destroy the exit, which is not what we really want. So yeah. There aren't hiking boots hidden around here, are there? No. Maybe under one of these? I'm a little confused as to why there are blocks that don't actually do anything. Okay, those 2 you can move around. So what's the ultimate goal? Because I can see that maybe there's some partial posting type thing that goes on here, but like, to what end? I mean, I don't really see what that would accomplish. It'd be a little odd. So Melinda, if you went through there and you laid a dynamite down, that doesn't even do anything. It destroys both of the entrance and exit points to the room, but it doesn't do anything else other than that. So yeah, I'm really confused as to, like, forgetting the blocks for now, and maybe that's a bad idea. I'm just really confused as to what our whole purpose here even is. Because all of this stuff is within range of the dynamites in here. We've established that. But, okay, so leaving it there, that doesn't actually affect things beyond teleports, does it? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. You never know. There's so many weird mechanisms and things in CC2 at this point that it feels like literally anything could be possible. So who knows, right? Now, hang on. If I were to do this, I'm just curious to know why there's ice blocks specifically here. The Melinda, you can't push this, right? Okay, I didn't think so. Oh, but maybe, wait a minute. Maybe covering up the exit with an ice block does something for our dynamiting chances. Is that the play here? Please tell me that's what it is. It is. And apparently that's it. Okay, what's the actual intended solution to that? Because that seemed a little too easy. I'm assuming my little flap there was not the intended route. I'm assuming there's something you have to do to make this work besides that. What? Okay. So this is a tag team effort. So what does this one block end up accomplishing? That's what I want to know. So if this is the intended solution, I will say I'm not a big fan of how, I don't know, non-visible the contact points of this route are, where you have to like go across recessed walls and get people into position. And I mean, I suppose it's short enough that it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so what does this do? So that explodes that. Oh, I see. So that's the intended way. Honestly, that's not really like I like the. That's not a bad level. Like I like the general gist of it. I think it's kind of cool in that regard. I just wish it wasn't busted. There's probably a way to do it. You probably could just put thin walls next to that ice block to make it non-bustable. Bamboo. I'll give it a 3. I think it's okay. Alright, let's go on to the next level. A slight case of redirection. Okay, so this looks like a... Oh, these are all different directions, huh? Oh, okay. So I really need to be careful about this, don't I? Okay, I can't just push things willy-nilly. I gotta actually be very careful. So I think getting these ones on the edge is generally a good thing. So let's do that. Yeah, as long as I can do that, I think we're good. This isn't exactly symmetrical, but we can live with it. There's enough space here, it seems like, that you can make this work. Let's push those back. So I want to make room for this, and then we can do this. Okay, this actually ended up being... Oh, wait a minute. No, these two... Oh, yeah, I can't get those. Let's be careful about those ones. That's a little nasty. So let's not push this pair down immediately. Let's wait on that. These ones, on the other hand, I think these are fine. Okay, as long as I keep that open, we're good. Okay, so that should take care of that. Okay. So not quite as easy as we initially thought, but still not that bad. I don't think it's too terrible. And I think we could push all these in a circle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty helpful. Honestly, I think what makes me a little hesitant to vote on this really highly is the fact that CC2 itself had some levels like this, like that inlay level, and then I think it was called Chip Off the Block or something. It was toward the end. And I feel like both of those levels were more interesting than this one. And I think for that reason, I'm going to give it a 1. It's not that it's a 1-star quality level, it's just more that 1 represents, like all of these things, it represents my desire to see this level in the final set. And this one just didn't really do it for me. I don't know, it just... Wait, did I mention my rating for Intro to Block Pedantry? I'm giving it a 2. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. Alright, Venetian Demolition. Alright. So this is a very long path. There's canopies there. I don't know if they're hiding something dangerous or what. Balls on blue keys. Okay, I take it it's fine to get this. Oh, hi. I did not see you there. I'm worried that we're supposed to get all of those, and yet they're probably going to be erased by the balls that are surviving, right? The balls of blue keys underneath and the canopies of red locks. Time your moves carefully. Okay, so those are red locks. Oh, that was a flipper. Wow. I'm being really silly with this one, aren't I? Wow, it's hard to believe we're almost done with voting. I'm trying to decide what to do after this, like, in terms of CC and stuff. Like, with this channel, I'm probably going to stop doing videos for a while after this. And that's mainly just because at this point, like I've said before, this is a hobby channel. I don't really have the time to be doing this full time or anything. So can I go in here and get more? It looks like it. Okay, I really don't like that. That's nasty. And I'm really thankful for everyone who has subscribed and who has kept up with the content on here all this time. But if there's one thing quarantine has helped me realize, it's that I need to be a little bit more intentional with my time. And at this point, I just really don't have time to be doing YouTube like I used to. It's just the reality of where I am right now in life. And I'm sorry if that's upsets some people. But, man, this level is really annoying. Yeah, it's just kind of where I am right now. To be honest, it's been more of a stressor in my life, especially with this voting series. Maybe one day I'll come back and do something in smaller, bite-sized chunks, but stuff like this is just too much. Like, I cannot do something like this again, just for the sake of my mental health at this point. Now, is the idea here that we're supposed to blow our way out of that room when we get done with it? So I think it is. Okay, I really don't like that. That's kind of nasty. I feel like there's a better way to build that into the level. And the other thing that bothers me about this is that you have this super long path that you have to go through every attempt until you can actually start playing the stuff here that's supposed to be a challenge. I will say, I think the path we're taking is a good one, though. if only because blowing our way into that corridor is going to be less tight than going into that little one with the glider. So maybe the better thing to do is just go out this way and take the long way around. Yay, there we go. Okay, let's go. Now wait, do we have enough? No, there's two. What? Where did we miss one? I'm a little worried now. Okay, so there's two there. Are you supposed to... The hint said time your moves carefully. Are you supposed to blow up a different ball than the one on the end, maybe? I'm wondering. Because that's also kind of nasty. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that. That is not a thing that I'm a huge fan of. That part really isn't that bad. Like, you would think the timing is a little worse, but it's actually not. Yeah, I think we can make this. Yeah, we got it. Okay, now for the ending. Honestly, I'm going to give that one a 1 as well. I didn't really like just that ball and blue key thing. The gliders were a little weird. The actual demolition part felt really fiddly. I just wasn't a fan of this one. I don't like that super long path at the beginning of the level. That's not really necessary. Okay, rad time. Okay, I can't go through that. That looks like a railroad junction thing. Okay, what do we have here? Well, thank you for that. That's a great, great level design there. Okay, don't go in there again. I'm just going to assume that all of these are trapped. Is that fair? Except now I need to actually get fire boots. And I'm probably going to find them inside one of these canopies, aren't I? There we go. Don't be upsetty, have some spaghetti. What? Okay, well now I'm really upsetty. And I was distracted by the sneeze there that I went the wrong way. Okay, this is going to be kind of frustrating. Okay, so you got to be very careful about going through things here. So how do you get... Are those just red herrings? They have to be, right? I mean, how else would you even... I don't get it. Apparently... Yeah. So am I supposed to go here? Ah. So I take it one of those serves a purpose? I don't know. Okay, there's a block thing. Two chips remaining. Why can't I push that? See, I feel like those are the two chips, but I don't understand what you're supposed to do to get this pushed. So maybe we're just supposed to do this. Okay. I have one left. I don't think that really did much, though. So did I just miss one? I'm going to assume I missed one. Because I don't see... Okay, there's no chip in that fireball. Maybe there's one here. Ah, there's one there, and there's also a death trap. That's nice. Death traps and all. Very, welcoming level design. This level just seems to be a bunch of nasty traps. Okay, I was wondering if that was invisible. I was seriously wondering after we did the partial post. Okay. So let's go down here to the trap and wait for our blob friend. See what happens. Come on. You know you want to. I'll take a sip of water here while we're doing that. Ugh. Okay, one more time, blob. Just one more time. Come on. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'll stop playing. This is really fun, isn't it, everybody? Just waiting for this blob. Alright. I'm giving that a 1. I was not a fan of that at all. It was too lucky, too many death traps, too much guesswork. Not really my thing. Alright, break the clock. You only have 3 minutes to turn on the flame jet above. What? Okay. Okay, there's a bowling ball. This seems really nasty. So far, I'm not really a fan of this. Why does this rover need to be here? That's what I want to know. Can I catch that? There we go. Yeah, I take it I need to kill this thing. So I'm going to do it the safe way. Or the safe way, quote unquote. But essentially... No! There we go. Okay. So I need to do this in 3 minutes. And somehow get through all these death traps. Not really a fan. I really don't like this. This is really nasty. Really nasty. Is this really what the designer expects? Because if so, this is definitely not a level I'm a big fan of. At least you could do that. There we go. Okay, so don't take a hook in there, apparently. So what did that accomplish? That did nothing. Oh wait, you could do that. I forgot. That's right, you could do that. I keep forgetting you can push the ice blocks into the dirt this way. Hang on a sec. There we go. Yeah, this level is like weirdly demanding and in ways that I am not a fan of. Like, really not. Like, we're already coming up on 100, like, 2 hours, or 2 minutes, sorry, 2 hours. 2 minutes worth of stuff here, and it's a thing, man. It is definitely, most certainly a thing. Okay, so we got past that. That was a lot of chips. Oh, I'm supposed to take stuff here. Okay, so there's more block pushing. I need to get 4 more blocks in order to get to that flame jet. And I think we're done for here. Yeah, that should be 3 minutes. Unless the timer's not exact. Okay, yeah, I heard it stop. Oh, pfft, wow. Okay, I'm going to look at what the solution to this is. I really don't want to have to play that all over again. This is... I don't know, maybe I'm just not enough of a CC2 veteran here, but this first room alone should disqualify this level from being an official set. Hands down. Just... I really don't like this level at all. I think it's really overbearingly just like difficult doesn't even begin to go there. It's just more unnecessarily difficult. I think that's my main issue with it. Which is a shame because like this room has some interesting stuff in it with these blocks. But then it kind of just ends up being tedious. Like I feel like this is a good example of why this just doesn't work for me. Now, thankfully, one thing I didn't realize is that you have to push them up there. That can help with getting all these out, I suppose. But it just feels like the process is way less fun than you might think. And I think that's my main issue with it. That the fun factor of this level just, to me, it's just not there. Maybe for some people this is fun, but for me, the first room just killed it for me. I'm sorry if that seems harsh, but that's just where I am with this one. Like this part here I kind of like, because it's a little less open-ended, and I think it works really well for giving you stuff to do without making it so overwhelmingly open-ended that you feel like there's just way too many options. Okay, almost there. There we go. Now what is this about? What? Okay, this seems a little... eh. What is this? I don't like that. That's... ugh. I mean, thankfully, the monsters can't get killed by sliding blocks, so that's kind of nice. Still, this seems... This seems like a good example of something that doesn't need to be thrown in at the end. Like, I feel like the rest of the level would have been enough. Like, why does this need to be like this long? That's what I'm curious about. Okay, so now we apparently go through this zigzag thing. Oh, that's what the bowling ball was for, not the rover. I'm giving that a 1. Not really a fan of it. I think it's way too strict for what it's doing. I don't think it needs to be that long. It's just not, yeah. A lot of these levels are just really testing my nerves. When one door opens, or closes, hey, I have a level like named that. Okay. So we go through here. Wait a minute, before I do that. Okay, yeah, I need to do this. So this is a switchy level. I feel like I'm missing something here. Before we do anything else, yeah, let's do that. The problem is I need this to be open. What? There's nothing in here that I can do. which kind of sucks. If I could sneak through there, that'd be amazing right about now. Maybe there's a way to make it happen, though, because if I can get through that, that would be great. But I would need to go through there, which... Wait a minute, maybe that can happen. Can it? Wait a minute, no? No. Man, I feel like we're so close on this. Okay, so this does nothing but control that. Okay, I don't know what that asterisk is supposed to represent, but at the moment, right now, our options are kind of a little limited. Wait a minute. There it is. Okay. There we go. There we are. Okay. Okay, that's a pretty cool puzzle. I like that. So then you undo it like that. Then you go over here, and then you have to come around. Okay. Okay, so I need to open that top one up again, which means going in here. And then now I need to do this one. Like, I feel like I kind of have a bit of a chicken and egg thing going on here with these two. Can I loop around again? I think I have to loop around again. This is an interesting process. Oh, whoops. Oh. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm going in circles here, but maybe I'm just really missing stuff. And, okay, wait a minute, here it is. I think I have to do that, right? And then undo this, then go around, so then I can do that. There we go. I think that's the play, because now I can go through that. There we go. Wow. That's an wow, that is such an interesting network of things. Glad there wasn't another round of that. I'll give it a 3. I think it's decent. I'm glad it wasn't bigger. I think if it were bigger, it would have been a little more scaled than I would have liked it. But it was pretty good. It was okay. All right, 4 more left. Bonus rooms. Yep, I remember this one. This was in could have won under tiles. Okay, so we need to have make sure I got this. 2 of each key, and then only 5 chips remaining. Okay. We will make that work. I kind of like the color upgrade here. That's a nice touch. Ooh, and a nice dead end. I've said my piece on why I think dead ends are so cool. I'm gonna get. I'll get one of each. I'll get one of each. I'm just worried we're gonna come up against one where we're gonna be forced to take something. Like that's what I'm hoping won't happen. Okay, I'm just getting mainly chips for now. We'll see what happens next, though. You'd probably get more and just get out of the level. In fact, I want to say the bold route for this in the custom set that this came from involved that. Go ahead and do that. Now, did this make a loop? I want to say it does. It does, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to just go to this first room and grab all the rest of the stuff here. Okay, that should be good. I think we're all set for the final run. And I like the use of the no key signs at the end. That's kind of a nice touch. I think this translated okay to CC2. I'll give it a 3. It's a decent level. Alright, Deep Blue. Okay. Alright. So, there's teleports, there's this thing. So how do we get to there? I take it we have to nail there? Let's give it a shot. Now I gotta figure out how to do this. So I think we need to approach over here next. Now the question here is, how do you get... Oh wait, you don't need to get a block there, you just need to get yourself there. I think that's how you do it. Okay. I feel like this part here could just be its own level, or at the very least the first part of a bigger level exploring that concept. I'll give it a 2. Alright, the power of the chartered shipsters. Man, part of me wishes this were the last level. That'd be like an epic level to end on. Alright, let's see what we have going on. This looks like a big... These aren't the walls of Ollie Ollie Oxen, are there? Okay, I just gotta watch out for that blue one. Okay, is there a way to like... Okay, that top right one I think is gonna be our ticket. There we go. That was simple enough. Okay, so then this block. I'm trying to figure out what the goal is with this one. I think this is a part of a bonus puzzle though, so I'm not going to worry so much about that. Okay, so that's the bottom. There we go. That was pretty simple. I kind of want to do this one next. So let's leave that there. There's a bunch of yellow teleports, which makes me a little nervous. Ooh. Okay, what is going on with these? Are these clone machines? Like, what are these hooked up to exactly? The other thing, too, is I notice I can only press that button once. Unless... Wait, no, I can't actually do a... What am I saying? I can't actually get what you call it on that. A yellow teleport on that. So, apparently I need to push a block into here. Or maybe the glider. The glider would make sense. You know what, let's just start playing around. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we do that. So yeah, now where do we go? Is the question. See, that's what I'm curious about. Like, what is it that you're supposed to do to get through that? This right here is what's making me really wonder. Okay, so that cloned... Oh, that cloned over there. Oh. Okay, so I can just use these to block up the thing too, right? Okay, that's fine. We'll work with that. I feel like we didn't do this the intended way, but that's fine. Okay, so now I just need to get through here as far as this is concerned. Getting back there might be a bit of an issue, but I think we got it. There we go. Okay. That was kind of a weird room, but that's fine. Okay, that can go there. We have a classic fourplex cloner's maze thingy here. Now I think, if I'm not mistaken, you need to do something like that. Okay, there we go. Now the question is, for these two, what do you do with these? I'm trying to understand how do you get something in there? So I can go through that, and then, what? That makes no sense at all. I'm gonna just go ahead and get all these. There's something here that we're missing. Something here that we're not seeing with this one. Like, I could understand if you could get all the way through over here, but I'm not seeing that. It's almost like you have to approach these from the left or something, or maybe, oh, wait a minute. Are you supposed to, hang on, do something like this? Where you go backwards? Because that would make sense. Oh boy. Oh boy. I really need you to face the other direction. That would be amazing right about now. But... well, wait a minute. I could just drop my flippers. What am I doing? I could just totally drop these flippers somewhere. I just need to be very extra careful about how we pull this off. There we go. And we can grab that. Okay, pretty simple. There's a key room with... I don't understand what this is about, but it looks like a key maze kind of thing. Now, the question I've got here is... okay, so there is one... okay, I see it. Oh. Oh, I was supposed to do the yellow and then that. Oh, whoops. Okay. Okay, well, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. Okay. Now, what's in here? There's some kind of clone machine thingy. What? Okay. So first things first, I can get this. But then it seems like I need to do something with this ghost, and I'm not entirely certain what. I can't even get to the clone machine yet. What exactly is our goal here? I'm trying to understand like what we're even getting to. That part I'm completely lost on. Okay, so that's now open. Oh, that's a block cloner. Okay, I don't understand what we are doing all that out for, but I guess bonuses. I guess it would have been a bonus area. That's pretty weird. It's a odd room. This part reminds me, just because I've been playing it so much, this part reminds me of Rotation from CCLP3. Man, what a bold route to find. That, I had been spending several hours on that, like too many to count, I was telling somebody, and it's pretty crazy. Okay, I've got more tools to use in this room now, which is great. Oops. Well, that could be problematic, but hopefully not too much. Okay, now time to deal with this. That should work, I think. So my question here is, do you need to get all the chips, I wonder? I'm going to go back to that key section. See what we can do here. Okay, first things first, I'm doing this, then getting rid of the yellow key. Then we're going to do the green, then red, and that. So that the last part didn't even involve much of a maze. Okay. So 7 left. We still have this tank thing here. So I think you do need all of them. It looks like it. Okay, I'm trying to remember how I did this. Oh wait, I used that wall there. That's what I did. I did that first, then I did this, then I did this. There we go. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's do this so we can get in here. This is a really strange room. I kind of like it, but it is a really strange room. Okay, that's not great. Well, I guess we can focus on this first. Let's do this, why don't we? Let's put you there. There we go. That should be okay to... Wait, what? Oh, because that's open. Right. I forgot that was open. Oh, can we salvage it? Please tell me we can salvage it. I don't know if we can. Oh no. Why did I put it there? Why did I put it there? No. I think we're doomed, guys. I think we're doomed. Wow, why did I do that? Alright, I'm going to just pretend that we completed that room. and move on to this area, which apparently involves getting these out of here. Okay, so you could just do this. But I take it the hook allows you to do stuff here? Somewhere? Come to think of it, the hook might actually allow us to solve that room. You know what? I'm going to try it. At this point, I'm just going to keep going until I know I can't go anymore, so let's do it. Of course, I also need to make sure I can get that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So that's done. So now let's... Oh, wait, I can't take it in. I forgot. Okay. Well, never mind then. Well, we did basically everything in the level, so I'm going to count this one solved. I'll give it a 3. Honestly, there's some cool stuff here. Some of the rooms, like this cloning room and the toggle room, felt like they didn't really bring much new to the table, but I do like a lot of the other ones. I think they were pretty decent. So I'll give this one a 3. All right, and then lastly we have cows. That is the final level of voting for us. Okay, let's not get caught by the mad cow of the teeth. Okay, so this is like a mazy thing. Okay. And then we have another sort of mazy thing. And then whoa, 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 whoa. I guess we exited. That's gonna get a 1. That's a really weird level to end on. At least compared to Doors Galore from the very first pack. Well, everybody, that is it for voting, everyone. We have finished everything. Wow. I'm just gonna. All right, cool. I tried clicking on the create new set button on the voting site, and it says all sets are already available to you. Smiley face. Wow. Oh man. I don't know at this point if I'm going to go back and revise any of my ratings. I might just look real quick, but I think at this point I'm going to call it. This has been quite a journey. This has been quite a series, and I just wanted to say thank you again for sticking with me through this. This has been something I'll probably never do again. Um, in terms of what the next video series might be, I'm toying around with the idea of maybe doing a retrospective on one of my previous level sets in CC that I've created, and I'm trying to decide what to do that on. It might be my most recent one, it might be an earlier one. We'll have to see about that, but non-CC stuff, it's going to have to be put on hold until I can get better equipment, because I want it to actually record well. So maybe eventually, but right now, like I said, this is just a hobby channel. I don't really have time to be doing this full time. Just doing these 3-hour videos a few times a week has been draining enough right now, and I just need a break from everything, especially with everything that's going on right now. I I just want to rest. So I hope that's understandable. Um, I hope you've enjoyed this series. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.